A very good evening to each one of you, ladies and gentlemen, and a very hearty welcome on behalf of PhD. The Honorable Governor of Uttarakhand, Dr. Krishna Kant Paulji, Ms. Anuradha Goyalji, our Secretary General, Mr. Saurabh Sanyal, and I sort of beg your excuse for my two colleagues, Mr. Talwar and Mr. T.K. Agarwal. They couldn't make it, so they've asked to be excused. The Astitva Samman, we at PhD, we honestly from the core of our hearts or our bone marrow, we respect the contribution made by young India to the economic development of the country, to economic development of their own creativity, to economic development of their own families. Honestly, we at PhD respect that. Coming to women, we have huge respect for women, and we feel it from the bottom of our heart, considering the gender ratio of our country, almost 50-50, that it becomes the duty of the nation to empower this 50% of our population. Just imagine the explosion which we would have. When Prime Minister Modi speaks of a demographic dividend, 60%, we must understand 60% of 125 crores, of that 50% are women. And they have to be empowered so that they don't become a demographic disaster. They have to be a demographic dividend. So with these two attitudes of PhD, and we have a deep sense of gratitude also that you allow us to give these two awards to the deserving. And now coming to the youth, I'll just be very short. Now to me, the youth who all are sitting here, that is the future of India. They are going to change India. I have passed my prime, but not the youth. Our Indian youth is very creative, they're very hardworking. They just need an enabling environment. And I promise to you, nobody can beat the creativity and the intelligence of the youth in India. And the youth in India has to be coached right from KG to class 12. If you all remember, most of us had a subject, moral science, civics, when we were educated. Those subjects are nowhere existing anymore. Why not? At least moral science can be introduced in schools. The children can be taught value systems, ethics, morality, and other small things which the schemes of the government, Swachh Bharat, keep your city clean, keep your roads clean. I mean, little things which we see in the West, but which we don't see in our country. All that has to be taught at the school level. Because the mindset of an average Indian has to change. And that mindset can be changed at the young mind. And with these words, I'd like to conclude. And once again, I'd like to congratulate each one of the awardees. And once again, a very hearty welcome. And do enjoy PhD's hospitality after this interaction of a lovely dinner laid out for you by Mrs. Karuna Shri.